Keanu Reeves has long been celebrated for his on-screen charisma and remarkable performances in blockbuster films. However, beyond the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, his real-life actions have made him a beloved figure in the hearts of many. Among his numerous acts of kindness, one story stands out: a poignant tale of compassion, empathy, and an extraordinary gesture that fulfilled the dying wish of a young girl. This story is not just about a famous actor's act of generosity, but also a reflection of the profound impact one person can have on another's life in their most vulnerable moments. Before we start, smash the like and subscribe buttons for more updates. Emily Carter was a vivacious 15-year-old with an infectious laugh and an insatiable love for movies. Diagnosed with a rare and aggressive form of cancer, she spent most of her final year confined to a hospital bed. Despite the pain and the grim prognosis, Emily remained a source of light and hope for her family and friends. She immersed herself in the world of cinema, where she could escape her reality and dream of adventures beyond her hospital walls. Among her favorite actors, Keanu Reeves held a special place in her heart. His roles in The Matrix, John Wick, and Speed had captivated her, but it was his reputation as a humble, kind-hearted individual that truly endeared him to her. Emily's condition worsened as the weeks passed, and her family knew time was running out. They wanted to grant her a final wish, something that would bring her joy and perhaps a sense of closure. When asked what she wanted most, Emily's response was immediate and heartfelt. She wished to meet Keanu Reeves. Her mother, Sarah, was both touched and apprehensive. How could they possibly reach one of the most sought-after stars in Hollywood? Yet, driven by a mother's love and determination, Sarah began a relentless campaign to make it happen. She wrote countless letters and emails, tagging Keanu's management team and posting on social media. She shared Emily's story with anyone who would listen, hoping the right person would see it and pass it along to the actor. Days turned into weeks, and while there was no response, Sarah refused to give up. Emily, unaware of her mother's efforts, continued to find solace in watching her favorite Keanu Reeves movies, often quoting his lines with a smile that belied her physical pain. Fate finally intervened when one of Sarah's heartfelt posts caught the attention of a journalist who had previously interviewed Keanu. Moved by Emily's story, the journalist reached out to the actor's team and ensured the message was delivered to him directly. What happened next was nothing short of extraordinary. Keanu Reeves, known for his humility and generous spirit, read Emily's story and was deeply moved. He immediately cleared his schedule and arranged to meet the young fan. For him, this was not a mere PR opportunity, but a chance to connect with someone whose admiration for his work was a source of comfort during her darkest days. The plan was kept secret from Emily, to make the moment even more special. On a quiet Sunday afternoon, the hospital staff and Emily's family gathered in her room, pretending it was just another ordinary day. Keanu arrived unannounced, dressed simply in a black t-shirt and jeans, with a warm smile on his face. When he walked into Emily's room, her reaction was a mix of disbelief and pure joy. Her face lit up, her eyes sparkled, and for a brief moment, it was as if the pain and fatigue had melted away. "Hi, Emily," Keanu said softly, pulling up a chair beside her bed. "I heard you're a fan of my movies. I just wanted to come and say hello." Emily's voice trembled as she spoke. "You're really here? I can't believe it. This is the best day of my life." The two spent hours talking, with Keanu listening intently as Emily shared her favorite moments from his films and how they had brought her comfort during her illness. He laughed at her impressions of his iconic lines and shared behind-the-scenes stories from his movies, making her feel like a close friend rather than just a fan. He even brought her a signed script from The Matrix, a keepsake she clutched tightly, her eyes brimming with tears. As their conversation continued, Keanu's empathy and genuine interest in Emily's life shone through. He asked about her hobbies, her dreams, and her favorite memories. When she mentioned her dream of visiting Paris, a wish she could no longer fulfill due to her condition, Keanu made a promise to send her something special from the City of Lights. True to his word, a few days later a package arrived containing a miniature Eiffel Tower and a heartfelt letter from him. The impact of Keanu's visit on Emily was profound. Her family noticed a change in her demeanor, a renewed sense of peace and fulfillment. She spoke often of their meeting, reliving the precious moments and cherishing the memories. For Emily, Keanu's visit wasn't just a celebrity encounter. It was a validation of her existence, a reminder that even in her fragile state, she mattered. Keanu's kindness didn't end with the visit. After Emily's passing, he stayed in touch with her family, offering his condolences and support. He even made a donation to the hospital in her name, ensuring that other children battling similar illnesses could receive the care and resources they needed. It was a gesture that deeply touched Emily's parents, who were already overwhelmed by his compassion. This story became widely known after Sarah shared it on social media, accompanied by pictures of Emily beaming alongside Keanu. The post went viral, with thousands of people praising the actor for his humility and the lengths he went to brighten a young girl's final days. But for Keanu, it wasn't about the accolades or recognition. When asked about it during an interview, he simply said, "Emily reminded me of how precious life is. It was an honor to meet her." Keanu Reeves' life has often been marked by personal tragedy and loss, from the death of his close friend River Phoenix to the stillbirth of his daughter and the untimely passing of her mother, Jennifer Syme. These experiences have shaped him into a man who values empathy and connection above all else. His encounter with Emily is just one of many examples of how he uses his fame not as a barrier, but as a bridge to connect with others and make a difference. The story of Keanu and Emily resonates deeply because it highlights the power of kindness and the importance of living authentically. In a world where celebrity culture often feels detached and superficial, Keanu's actions serve as a reminder that even the smallest gestures can leave a lasting impact. For Emily, it was not just a meeting with her idol, it was a celebration of her spirit, a beacon of light in her final days. In the years since, this story has inspired countless others to practice empathy and reach out to those in need. Whether it's through donating to charities, volunteering time, or simply showing up for someone, the ripple effect of Keanu's compassion continues to grow. Emily's legacy lives on, not just in the memories of those who loved her, but in the hearts of everyone touched by her story. This tale is more than just a heartwarming anecdote. It's a call to action, a reminder of the profound impact of love and human connection. In fulfilling Emily's last wish, Keanu Reeves did more than make a young girl happy. He showed the world that true greatness lies not in fame or fortune, but in the ability to touch lives and leave them better than you found them. Keanu Reeves' story with Emily didn't end when the cameras stopped clicking, or when the social media posts faded into the background. It became a spark, a beacon of what humanity can achieve when empathy triumphs over apathy. Keanu, long known for his quiet philanthropy, took what had initially been a single act of kindness and built upon it, unknowingly starting a legacy that would stretch far beyond what anyone had imagined. In the days following Emily's passing, her family found solace not only in the memories of their cherished daughter, but also in the outpouring of support from strangers who had read about her story. The images of Emily smiling with her idol, even as she battled a devastating illness, were etched into the hearts of millions. Inspired by Keanu's gesture, many people reached out to the Carter family, offering condolences, words of comfort, and even financial contributions to help with medical expenses. Keanu himself maintained a quiet presence in their lives. He would occasionally send a handwritten note or a thoughtful gift, always making sure that it was about Emily's memory rather than his own fame. One particularly moving moment came when he arranged for a small cherry blossom tree to be planted in a park near the Carter family's home, a symbol of renewal and Emily's love for nature. When the tree blossomed for the first time the following spring, Sarah Carter described the moment as a sign of hope in a world that sometimes feels too cruel. The story began to take on a life of its own. Schools incorporated Emily and Keanu's story into lessons on kindness and empathy. In small towns and big cities alike, people found themselves reflecting on the importance of time, connection, and presence. While Keanu himself remained silent about the viral attention, his actions reverberated through the countless lives touched by the tale. It wasn't just about him anymore. It was about the movement that his compassion had ignited. One of the most unexpected outcomes of the story was the creation of Emily's Wish Foundation, established by Sarah and her husband Mark. The foundation was dedicated to granting the last wishes of terminally ill children, inspired by the happiness Keanu brought to their daughter. Though initially small, the foundation gained traction quickly, with people from all walks of life donating their time, money, and skills to make dreams come true for children who had very little time left. Keanu became one of the foundation's quiet supporters. Without fanfare, he contributed funds and offered to personally fulfill a wish whenever possible. It wasn't a publicized effort. In fact, few knew the extent of his involvement until years later, when the foundation revealed that some of the most magical moments, like a young boy meeting his soccer idol or a girl with leukemia receiving a private concert from her favorite band, had been facilitated by his behind-the-scenes work. Emily's story also found its way into Hollywood. Producers and writers, always on the lookout for stories that strike an emotional chord, approached Sarah with offers to adapt her daughter's story into a film. At first, Sarah hesitated, unsure whether such a deeply personal experience should be shared on the silver screen. But after discussing it with Keanu, who offered his full support and pledged to ensure the project's integrity, she agreed. The resulting film, titled Emily's Wish, became a quiet but powerful success, with proceeds helping fund the foundation. Keanu played a significant role in its creation, not as an actor but as a consultant, ensuring that every detail stayed true to the spirit of Emily's life. The film brought renewed attention to the foundation, leading to an explosion of support. Celebrities, corporations, and individuals around the world joined the cause, contributing to a movement that felt uniquely personal, yet universally resonant. Children who were granted wishes often described their experiences as magical, a brief escape from the reality of their illnesses. For their families, these moments became cherished memories, a source of strength during unimaginable loss. Keanu's involvement in these efforts also had a profound impact on his personal life. Known for his preference to keep his private life out of the public eye, he began to use his platform more intentionally, speaking at fundraisers and advocating for causes related to children's health and well-being. Yet, true to his character, he remained humble, often deflecting attention away from himself and toward the broader mission. "It's not about me," he once said in a rare interview on the topic. "It's about giving these kids something to smile about, even if just for a little while." The Carter family's lives, while forever marked by Emily's absence, were also transformed by the legacy she left behind. Sarah often spoke at events for the foundation, sharing stories of Emily's love for life and her belief in the power of dreams. Mark, who had struggled deeply with grief, found purpose in helping to organize wish-granting events. For them, the foundation became a way to honor their daughter's memory while bringing hope to others. But the most extraordinary ripple effect of the story was the way it inspired ordinary people to be kinder in their everyday lives. Social media became a platform for sharing random acts of kindness, with users often citing Emily's story as their inspiration. Hashtags like #Emily'sWish and #KeanuKindness trended frequently, serving as a reminder of the good that exists in the world. From paying for a stranger's coffee to volunteering at local shelters, people found ways to bring a little light into the lives of others. For Keanu, the experience became a touchstone in his career. He often reflected on how meeting Emily had changed him, reminding him of the fleeting nature of life and the importance of living with purpose. He began to incorporate this ethos into his work, choosing projects that resonated deeply with his values. Films like The Matrix Resurrections and John Wick 4 were interspersed with smaller, heartfelt projects that allowed him to explore themes of resilience, love, and the human condition. Even years later, the cherry blossom tree planted in Emily's memory continued to bloom, standing as a testament to the enduring impact of her story. Local residents often gathered around it during the spring, sharing their own tales of kindness and connection. It became more than just a tree. It was a living symbol of hope, nurtured by the roots of compassion that had grown out of a single, extraordinary act. Keanu's legacy, already secure through his films, became something much larger than Hollywood could ever encapsulate. He was no longer just an actor or a celebrity. He was a symbol of humanity at its best, a reminder that fame and fortune mean little without the willingness to reach out and make a difference. His relationship with the Carter family and the wider community inspired by their story became a lasting testament to the transformative power of empathy. The children whose lives were touched by Emily's Wish Foundation carried those moments with them, even if their journeys were short. Their families often describe the wishes as the happiest moments of their children's lives, a reprieve from the relentless weight of illness. For the volunteers and staff who worked to make these dreams a reality, the experience was just as profound, a chance to witness the resilience of the human spirit. Keanu continued to surprise and inspire. He would occasionally make unannounced appearances at foundation events, always choosing to spend time with the children rather than standing in the spotlight. These moments became the stuff of legend. The time he dressed as a superhero to surprise a young boy, or the heartfelt letter he wrote to a girl who had dreamed of being an astronaut. Each story added to the growing mythos of Keanu Reeves, not as a larger-than-life celebrity, but as a profoundly decent man. The story of Keanu Reeves fulfilling Emily Carter's last wish is one that transcends time. It's a story that speaks to the best parts of human nature, our capacity for love, connection, and the courage to make a difference, no matter how small. In a world that can often feel chaotic and uncaring, this tale remains a source of inspiration, a reminder that even the simplest acts of kindness can create ripples that touch countless lives. Keanu's journey, and the movement that began with Emily, became a legacy not just of one man's compassion, but of the power we all have to change the world, one act of kindness at a time. And as long as her story continues to be told, Emily Carter's spirit will live on, reminding us that the most meaningful moments in life are those we share with others. The ripple effects of Emily's story and Keanu Reeves' compassionate actions extended far beyond what anyone could have predicted, infiltrating lives, industries, and communities in ways that were as unexpected as they were profound. What began as a simple act of kindness became a cultural touchstone, influencing not just individuals but entire movements, and reshaping the way people thought about the value of time, connection, and presence. For the Carter family, the foundation and its mission continued to grow, bringing new challenges and opportunities. Sarah and Mark found themselves traveling across the country, speaking at conferences, hospitals, and charity events. These experiences were deeply emotional, but they also brought them closer together in their shared grief and purpose. Emily's memory became a living force, present in every child's wish they fulfilled and every family they supported. One particularly touching moment came when a young boy battling a terminal illness requested to plant a garden of sunflowers in his backyard, inspired by Emily's love of nature. The family joined forces with local volunteers to make his dream come true, and the boy's smile surrounded by golden blooms became another symbol of hope born from loss. Meanwhile, Keanu Reeves' involvement remained steadfast, though he often stayed out of the public eye. He became known for personally reaching out to children whose stories moved him, often appearing at their homes or hospitals without prior announcements, ensuring the focus remained on the children and their joy. These private moments weren't captured by cameras or broadcast online. They were shared only through the memories of those present, which made them all the more precious. The entertainment industry also began to take notice. Producers and actors, inspired by the success of Emily's wish and the Foundation's work, started incorporating themes of kindness and community into their projects. Screenwriters penned heartfelt scripts, and directors sought to create films that didn't just entertain but also moved audiences to take action. The shift was subtle but significant, proving that stories of hope could resonate just as powerfully as those of drama or spectacle. In smaller, quieter corners of the world, the legacy of Emily's story flourished in unexpected ways. Schools began adopting kindness days in honor of her memory, encouraging students to engage in acts of compassion for their classmates and communities. Neighborhoods organized wish circles, pooling resources to grant small dreams for local children facing hardships. Even workplace cultures were impacted, with companies launching initiatives to support employees dealing with personal loss or to engage in charitable work as part of their mission. If you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, leave your comments below and tell us, what are your thoughts on Keanu Reeves fulfilling this girl's last wish? We want to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.